Hey y'all, it's Lippy. We were supposed to do chicken salad today. I'm still going to do the chicken salad. Y'all just won't see it today. Because this morning I noticed that a lot of comments wanted to know, how do you make your laundry soap? Didn't realize when I made the comment on, I guess it was Sunday's video, how productive Buddy and I was I was able to get my 5 gallons of laundry soap done. It didn't dawn on me that I would be asked for my recipe. And I don't mind sharing it. Y'all, there's thousands of videos out there. This one came from a Taste of Home magazine. Years ago, my mother-in-law would get the magazine. When she got through reading it, she would give it to me and let me read it. And there was always helpful hints in there. Now, I didn't always make it. Sometimes if I found a sale, I would buy laundry soap, you know. But with the budget and the times we were in, and when you really start looking at what's in laundry soap, y'all, we're paying a fortune for water. So that's why I choose to make my own. And the ingredients I'm going to show, I've had for over 3 years. My mother-in-law, even when she finds the soap, she'll buy it. You know, we'll put it up. But it is stupid simple. A lot of people use these ingredients. Actually, my recipe is very similar to many. But hey, I'm still going to share. Maybe my way is just a little bit different. You never know. So, this is the first thing you're going to need. I just filled my jug up, so this thing is heavy. That's one of those, let me see, 100 ounces. It says 64 loads. Y'all, I get about 75 loads out of this jug from my homemade. Oh, and by the way, $3.50 because I did the prices as current of what the soaps cost and the OxyClean. 5-gallon bucket, which we will be diluting, for $3.50. That's a year's worth of laundry soap. If you wash like I do, and that's about 6-7 loads a week. Yeah, I tend to wash a lot. There's your 5-gallon bucket. Now let's look at our ingredients that goes in the bucket. You're going to need a grater, 1 bar of Fels Naptha, 1 bar of Zote soap. The Fels Naptha is $1.10, and I believe the Zote soap is $1.30. Now, this is an off-brand of the Oxy. It works just as well. This large container is $4, but we're only using 1 cup of it. Now, I can get 4 uses out of this. So we're going to say that's $1. Because it's $4 at the store, we're using 1 cup. Now, you can use the Dane brand, that's fine. Or another, off-brand of Oxy. But you're going to need 1 cup of it, 1 bar of Phelps Naptha, 1 bar of Zote soap. And you see the grater? That's what you're going to need to make the laundry soap. Then you're going to come over here and go, well, what's that for? Okay, I choose Borax just because it's a little cheaper and I have quite a few boxes. Or you can use the Arm & Hammer laundry booster. Okay, either one is fine. And the container that it is sitting on is just an empty Oxy container. And I have a sticker that says 1 scoop for stains. This borax is what's sitting in this container. And that 1 scoop is exactly 2 tablespoons. And if I have heavy soiled clothes, I will use 1 scoop directly in the tub of my washing machine. Not in the dispenser, but directly in the tub. So you can imagine how long that 1 box of borax will last. Okay, you're going to need you a designated soap pot. Now, if you want to use your kitchen pot, that's fine. You can go to the Goodwill, yard sales. Now, it doesn't have to be this big, but you need one that's going to hold about 8 cups of water, okay? And you got to allow room because when we add soap to it, it's going to rise. But you need a designated pot. You need a designated spoon. I have a extremely tall wooden spoon that I use to stir this soap with, okay? So now let's pretend we're fixing to make it, since I'm not going to make another batch. I'm going to put 8 cups of water in here, and I'm going to put it on the stove, and I'm going to get the water hot. I'm not getting the water boiling, but I want it hot, right under a boil. In the meantime, excuse me, let me get the soap. Okay, in the meantime, with a grater, while you're getting that water up hot, you're going to grate 1 bar of Fels Naptha. You're going to grate the Zote soap. You're going to add both of these grated soaps to those 8 cups of extremely hot water, but not boiling. And then you're going to use a designated utensil to stir that soap until it dissolves, okay? I normally bring my water up to temp, and then I crank it down to maintain that hotness. And I'm just going to dissolve this, set it to the side. In the meantime, you're going to take 1 cup of your choice of OxyClean. It's a powder. You're going to put it in that 5-gallon bucket. Then you're going to pour boiling water over that. I'm going to guess about 6 to 8 cups, because you need to bring it up 1/3 of the way of the bucket, okay? So you add that 1 cup of Oxy, boiling water, stir, 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 dissolve it, okay? Then your soap that has melted in your 8 cups of water, we're going to dump that. Oops, it had water in it. We're going to dump that into the 5-gallon bucket, and we're going to stir. Then we're going to bring enough water back to boiling, and we're going to finish filling the 5-gallon bucket up 3/4 of the way. I'm going to show you. You want a good headspace, because as this congeals, it's going to rise. So 3/4 of the way with hot water, boiling water, and stop. Then just stir, stir, stir. Put the lid on vented. Don't lock that lid. Put it on vented. Every hour, give it a good stir. Once it reaches room temperature, that's going to be 3 to 4, maybe 5 hours. Snap your lid on, walk away. The following day, open that lid, stir it, okay? You're going to see it's going to be all jellied. You're going to have to do this every time you open this bucket to scoop some out for your jug, okay? And so you're going to need a long wooden spoon or a something that's strong, and you're going to start at the bottom, and it's going to dissolve. I promise you it will. And that is it. And this is enough laundry soap for Buddy and I 9 months to a year, depending on how crazy I get with my washing. Because what I do is, I'll give it a good stir, and I scoop out 2 cups. And I put it in my jug, and then I bring my water to about right here. And you're thinking, what? Yes, 2 cups of your congeal that you've stirred, and then put water up to here, because you want to allow room to be able to shake it, because every time you get ready to use it, you need to give it a good shake. So you could even use a smaller jug. I don't have one. This thing is just about seen its days, but I keep using it. But a smaller jug may work better, you know, because this can be heavy. But just remember, if you go smaller jug, I would say half this size, do 1 scoop of your homemade laundry detergent. Then fill it up with just tap water. But make sure you're leaving airspace to be able to allow it to mix together, you know. Now, I have an HE machine. I do not put this in the dispenser, okay? What I do is, now you could just drop it down in your regular tub, but because I have an HE and the way it's designed, I have to put my laundry in my tub. Then I have to turn it on and let water fill it up somewhat. Then I hit pause, the door unlocks, and that's when I dump my laundry soap in, okay? But I'm going to show you on this particular bottle, this is all I'm using. That's 2 tablespoons. I actually measured it one time because I was curious. So I'm going to pour my liquid in here, okay, my homemade liquid, just to this neck, okay? That's it. I'm not coming up here. I'm not coming up here. And I'm going to dump that into my washing machine, and I'm going to have some very, very clean clothes, okay? If it was very soiled clothes, remember, that's when I'm going to use my 1 scoop, which is 2 tablespoons, of my borax. Now, I'm going to put that in my tub at the very start if I know that soiled, heavy soiled clothes is going in. You can use Arm & Hammer Laundry Booster too. It really doesn't matter. Either one works. I'm using borax. I've got quite a bit of it, and I only have about this much of the bacon, Arm & Hammer bacon one left. So I'm choosing to use borax. Borax actually works better, but it's either one you can find will work. Now, I'm going to drop you down, and I'm going to show you what this laundry soap looks like. Now, like I said, I had to give it a stir because I had to fill this up. But I'm just pre-warning you. When you open your lid, it's like, oh my Lord, it looks like Jell-O. It's supposed to look like that. But you got to remember, how many cups is in that 5-gallon bucket? That's what I'm saying. $3.50 and you got homemade laundry soap? Yes. Do I have to stand at my particular machine and let water come up on the clothes and then hit pause and put my little scoop of laundry soap in? Yes. Is it worth it? Yes. Am I controlling what's going in my clothes? Yes. I'm not paying for water because that's what you're buying. So let me reposition this, get this out of my way, and I'm going to show you what it's supposed to look like. See, this is my wooden spoon. See how tall it is? Look. And all I do is give it a good mix when I get ready to fill my jug up. And this is what it looks like. It smells amazing. Now, you could put essential oils if you wanted to. I've seen people do that. I don't. I like the smell of the Fels as well as the Zote. Oh, and here's a little bonus. We catfish with Zote soap. Yes. You pinch your little piece off, make a ball, put it on your hook. What? There's your bonus right there. It works. All right, so y'all didn't need to see that, did you? Oh, my God. Okay, mess cleaned up. Now, I know y'all are looking back here because I felt like I was going to say, oh, and I make my fabric softener too. Yes. So I'm going to show y'all that too. Okay? Let me just set that out of the way. It's just odd trying to figure out where to put a camera in this laundry room. But now we're going to do fabric softener. But you see this, you saw the soap. This is what you, oh, I got to show you something. Do you see where the soap is? If I put my index finger right at the top of the soap to the top of the bucket, that's how much space that you need. It's like I said, it'll rise. Now, it didn't start off right there. It probably started off a finger and a half deep because it does rise when it gels. But I needed to show y'all that I don't bring it all the way to the top. It's about a finger mark. Oh, and here's something else. I keep a bar of Phelps sitting here, And what I do is if I have just one or two shirts that has a stain and I don't want to use the borax, I just wet the corner of this and I rub it on the stain, throw it in the wash. So I always keep a bar of Fels sitting here. Okay, if I can hold this camera still, because I don't have it on the tripod, so work with me. In this pot is where I mix this. Not in that glass jar. Because if y'all are familiar, baking soda and white distilled vinegar together, it looks like a volcano. Okay? So make sure you have a large pot. But I put 1 cup of just pure baking soda. Now, I buy mine by the 15-pound bags because I use a lot of baking soda for cleaning. So you need 1 cup of pure baking soda. Put it in your pot. Then you're going to add 6 cups of white distilled vinegar slowly to your pot and whisking. So as it foams, the foam will go down. So you really need to add those 6 cups of white vinegar very slowly to that pot. Once it's all dissolved, choose your own essential oil. I use 15 drops of the eucalyptus. Our other is a citrus. You can use lavender. Lavender gives me a headache. We prefer the eucalyptus. It has a clean smell. And that is all I make my fabric softener with. And this is all that you need. So we have a good smell with the essential oils. The vinegar relaxes, softens the clothes. The baking soda deodorizes the clothes. I'm back on a bucket. You're not going to see me using Epsom salt in my washer with clothes. It turns it into hard water. So if you don't have hard water, you're going to have hard water when you put the Epsom salt in your clothes. So I choose not to do that. This is going to be one of those to each his own, okay? So to my own, I will never use hair conditioner as my fabric softener. And let me tell you why. A lot of people use that $1.75 Suave hair conditioner. Great. Do you want paraffin in your washing machine? And that's the problem I have now. If you're using a high top shelf, smell good conditioner with no paraffin wax, no, do it. I'm not going to. I soon just go buy a jug of fabric softener because that's your end result. It will destroy a washing machine using hair conditioner because that cheap stuff does have paraffin in it. That's a wax. That's going to build up in your machine. That's going to cost you down the road. So I'm here to tell you, if someone writes in and says, well, I use this, well, I'm going to tell you I don't. And that is why I don't. Y'all, we just can't do it. But with the fabric softener that I choose to use, I pour it in the dispenser at the beginning. Not only is it doing what it's supposed to do, it's also cleaning my machine every time I run it because of the vinegar. Every time I run it. We have hard water here. We have iron ore water. We have well water. And let me tell you, this has made a difference in my machine. So it's 2 for 1, a softener and a cleaner every time. So my softener goes into the dispenser. But remember, your laundry soap, whether you have an HE or not, put your clothes in. If it's stained, 1 scoop of your Borax or your Arm & Hammer into the tub. Bring water up to your clothes. Pause, open lid, put your laundry soap in, shut the lid, and go on about your business. And you're good to go. And that is how Lippy does her laundry soap, and that's how I do my fabric softener. But most people that do this method do not boil it, but they melt it on the stove in hot water. It's just a simple method, and maybe it was started from the Taste of Home. I don't know, but that's where I learned it from. So there you have it. Now I need to make coffee. I got to charge this phone. We got chicken salad making, and you'll probably see it tomorrow on Thursday. But I felt I needed to put this first because many of you asked, and I want to help. Plain and simple, I will put this ahead of chicken salad just because a few of y'all said, I want to make this. So there you go. As always, stay safe, stay well, and God bless it. I'm trying to hold a sneeze back, y'all. Yeah. Excuse me. I don't know how to cut that out, so we're just going to run with it. See y'all tomorrow.